never. Despite what some of the versions will try to tell you, that like him being like, oh, how dare you write for the Daily Volcano. That never happened in the book.
Never.
But he never made her feel inferior, which is something that Laurie had done, in whether he meant to or not, had done to Joe. Because no doubt somewhere in the back of her mind, she was like, I know people are expecting us because he's wealthy and we need money, or he will throw like sort of like his privilege around, and she'll kind of somewhere in the back of her head be like, yeah, I don't have that privilege as both a woman and someone with no money. But Friedrich always encouraged her. He listened to her and she listened to him, and they grew from it. And I think that was like for the first time she felt like maybe there isn't something totally unlovable in me, that if someone can look at me and go, you are fine as you are, that there maybe still be hope. And the fact that these two sort of little quote unquote oddballs of their society can find love and happiness is not only so sweet, but it's so like inspiring. You know, it almost makes you feel like, you know what, maybe someone could love me for all my oddities and imperfections.
That's very true. And I think a lot of people just don't get that because Joe and Frick tend to be very romanticized in the films as well. And I told you about this recently, that my sister watched the 1978 version. And she liked that because Joe and Friedrich seemed so normal. They were not overly romanticized. They were hardworking, and you could see that they had this similar interest throughout the series. And my sister hasn't read Little Woman. She has seen the 1994 film and this 1978 series.
Yeah, that, and you can see the respect between the two of them. That's the biggest thing I feel with Joe and Friedrich, is that even if it's not like this poetic, romanticized version, that you can immediately tell there is an enormous amount of respect for each other. And that is, I think, the biggest thing for a relationship, is respecting one another and knowing that you're both on equal playing field.
Somebody commented on my Instagram that there are a lot of people who say that they are like Joe, but then they're actually not at all like the book Joe, because the book Joe, you know, there are some boyish things that she likes, but then she also likes to be a mother, and she loves all the boys. She wants to start a school for boys, and then she also likes to knit and make clothes, and she likes to read romance novels, and she cries when she reads them. She adores her niece and her nephew, and she loves Friedrich's nephews. She has some very feminine qualities.
When you say that, it reminded me, I made it like a while ago, like quite a while ago, but it sticks with me. I said something like, if Joe was present in the modern day, and this is again because I was very cringeworthy, but I was also this girl too. It was like that like era, like the 2008 to 2012 or so time, and where the girls were just like, I'm not like other girls. Like, and they made it seem like that, you know, if you like the color pink, or you like this, you like makeup, and you like this, wearing dresses, it was almost like a negative quality. And I think Joe would have been that type of girl. Like in the beginning of the novel, she would have been that I'm not like other girls girl. And what makes her relatable, at least to me, is like throughout the book, she kind of realizes like there's nothing really wrong with liking those things. That's why I say like she learned to understand herself better, that like I can have some of the more stereotypical boyish qualities, but still like the girly things. But someone, it sticks with me forever, they replied saying, you're an idiot, and then they proceeded to block me.
Oh no.
Like they didn't block me just long enough for me to see it. And then I was like, wait, let me check that again. And then I found out they blocked me. And I was not saying it as like to say like, you know, oh, Joe is a terrible person. Like, no, I'm saying that she's a flawed person, and that's how her character grows. She goes from being like, I don't care, girls are stupid, boys don't have any drama, to being like, you know what, there is nice things about being a girl, and there's nothing wrong with that.